Okay, 1 second.
Okay, Paul, welcome to Ask the Coach. So we have received at least 300 questions since last night, and we have selected 5 for you this time, and hopefully other fans will get a chance in the next week's edition of Ask the Coach. So the first question today is from Mazin Al-Wahabi. It says, you follow, it's translated from Arabic, all the questions are.
Yes.
Okay. You follow all the league games, but the squad doesn't change despite some players who are in form in the league. Why is this?
I didn't change a lot because I want to get the stability. When I arrive, I refresh a lot the team. Many Olympic players became first team players, and I think that the best is to get the stability. And we had a very good run of results. We qualify for Asian Cup with this squad. And I think the best now is to get and to carry on with the same players. And but the door is still open. For example, Rassani seems to be in a good shape at the beginning of the league.
Mm-hmm.
I pick him, and why not? The door is open, but players need to get the habit to play together.
Okay. Okay, the second question we have for you today is from Suleiman Al-Mavli. What is your thinking behind the recall of Hani Dabit in the national team after 3 years? And why is this recall just before the Gulf Cup?
Because we have a specific problem. You know, we have not many talented players up front, and we need to find a solution. Sometimes there is emergency. Emat has been out of competition for a long time. Abdulaziz is a little bit injured at the moment, and we have really a specific problem in this position. I don't know if Ani will be in the squad, in the list for Gulf Cup. I don't know at the moment, but I think that he can help us with his experience, with his cold blood in the box. And I want him to train with us, to give a good example in specific work. And it's always good for young players to watch experimented ones who are used to score, who are good in the box. You know, I went to watch the derby between Al Nassr and Dhofar, and it was so good during second half. And I thought, why not? He won't be a key player, but I had a chat with him, and I explained him what I expect from him, and he was okay. I don't know, maybe he will be out of the squad, but he won't be a problem because he knows why he is with us.
Okay. The next question, the next question is from Hood Al-Balushi. It says, you have worked for 3 years in Oman, and you have been building the team. Do you think you have been able to build a strong enough team to challenge for the trophy for Asian and Gulf Cup?
I think so. Gulf Cup, we will be in a situation to compete, I am convinced, because of course we are in a tough group with Saudi, for example. But I think that I refreshed the team, and we had a good run of results in World Cup qualification and also in ASEAN qualification.
Yeah.
And I think that with this generation, with these players, we can go further. But it depends on them, on me, but on them too. They have to be ambitious, they have to develop their talent, they have to develop their body, their fitness, and it's the only solution to improve. I think that we have improved, but it is not enough. We have to go further.
Okay. And talking about improvement, there's a two-part question from Luai Mohammed. He says, is the Gulf Cup a preparation for Asian Cup, or is it as important? And the second part of the question is, what, as you were already talking about, what do the Omani players need, in your experience, to play at a higher level?
First, Gulf Cup is as important as Asian Cup.
Yeah.
I think that Gulf Cup here is a crucial period for Omanis, and I understood that for a long time now. I think that we will prepare the Gulf Cup as seriously as Asian Cup. We have to anticipate it to be ready in November, and believe me, it's the best solution to prepare well Asian Cup, to do as if it's the main aim.
Okay. So Gulf Cup is the main aim as well as the Asian Cup. Both.
I believe it, really.
Yeah. And the second part of the question, like what do Omani players need in your experience to be next level, like
to compete at high level? It's there is no miracle. You have to get used to high rhythm, to high intensity, and at the moment, players in Oman are not used to this intensity. They are used to play quite well, but slow, too slow, to compete at very high level. You know, there are statistics, and in Europe, for example, the ball is in during 60 minutes, almost 60 minutes during a game. Here in Oman, it's no more than 45 minutes maximum, and it's a big gap, and we have to close this gap to be in situation to compete, and it's a collective fight. I think that I have to fight. I have to ask for the player to play with more intensity, but we have to. For example, the referees have to be involved too, because I think that they don't have to stop the game too often. And the player also, they have to understand that the only person who is in situation to decide if the game is stopped is the referee. Sometimes because there is a player injured, they stop the game. But sometimes it's fair, but it's useless, and they have to understand that it's a break. It's for improvement. I think that we have to understand that we have to play more minutes during a game to compete at international level.
Okay. Okay, Paul, and now fans want to ask about some of their favorite players. So we've combined two questions because there were a lot of questions about players from Sarah and Amar Al-Harasi. So basically, the question is, Hussein Al-Hadri has played well in the playmaker role from the substitutes bench he played, and also for the Olympic team he's played well in the number 10 role. And what is his chance to be in the starting 11, and if he is in the starting 11, will he make the difference?
As I told you, the door is open. Sometimes Adri was on the bench, he came on. Sometimes he was out of the squad, and we had a good run of result during Asian Cup because of some reason, and because he had a difficult season in Saudi. And sometimes he was in the start 11, like against Kosovo. And I have to take into account all his performance, and he is in competition with the other ones. If he is better than the other one, he will be in the start 11. The door is open. I have nothing against him, but I have nothing against the other ones also. I don't want him to be privileged. I don't want him to be. There is no reason for
Everyone
that.
is equal.
Everyone is equal. And the real truth is on the pitch, not on the media, not on Facebook, not on Twitter. I fully respect, and I am happy to participate to such a chat, but the most important is to run on the pitch, to be efficient, to be a team player, and there is no other truth. You understand me? And it's for Adri like for the other ones.
Okay. And also for Mohsin Johar, who was previously called to the national team. In fact, even you called him up.
I call him against Uzbekistan. He traveled with us. But it's the same. I watch a game. I am very careful of his performance. But he is in competition with Adri, with Raed, with Mohamed Ali, with Kazim, with Fahad. And I cannot pick 30 players. Sometimes I have to say it's this one rather than this one. The door is open for Mohsin, but he has to do a little bit more to be better than Raed, to be better than Adri. And really, I think that he has qualities,
Mm.
but it's up to him, and it's up to us also to develop his qualities.
Mm.
And why not? Why not? I am open-minded, but the most important is to be efficient and to be. I want to have the proof that he deserves to be in the squad.
Okay.
Happy to participate to this chat. Please participate to the Ask the Coach next week, and Eid Mubarak.